Chapter 1 Mudhal Alwars. Poigai Alwar, Bhudat Alwar and Poigai Alwar are collectively called as Mudhal Alwars, meaning the first Alwars. They belong to the same period of time. Poigai Alwar was born in a village near Kanchipuram in Tamil Nadu in the 7th century. He was found as a baby near a pond of a Vishnu temple. The word Poigai means pond in Tamil. Since he was found near a pond, he was known as Poigai Alwar. Some Vaishnavas consider him to be an incarnation of Panchajanyam, the divine conch of Vishnu. Poigai Alwar's 100 pasurams form the beginning of the Iyarpa of Naalaayira Divya Prabhandam and is known as Mudhal Tiruvandadi. The hymns start with Vayyam Thagaliya. Bhudat Alwar was born in Mamallapuram in the Kanchipuram district of Tamil Nadu in the same period. He is considered to be an incarnation of Vishnu's mace called as Kaumodaki. In Tamil, Bhudam refers to one who is possessed. Since he was madly attracted to Vishnu, he got the name as Bhudat Alwar. Bhudat Alwar's 100 pasurams form the second part of the Iyarpa of Naalaayira Divya Prabhandam and is known as Irandam Tiruvandadi. His hymns start with the words Anbe Thagaliya Arvame Neyyaga. Poigai Alwar was born in Tirumayalai, now known as Mylapore in Chennai city in Tamil Nadu. He was also born in the same period as that of Poigai Alwar and Bhudat Alwar. He was found on a lily flower in the pond of the Adi Keshava Perumal temple in Mylapore. It is believed that he was an incarnation of the sacred sword of Vishnu called Nandakam. In Tamil, Pei refers to one who is possessed. Since he was madly attracted to Vishnu, he got the name as Poigai Alwar, just as Bhudat Alwar got his name. His 100 pasurams form the third 100 hymns of the Iyarpa of Naalaayira Divya Prabhandam and is known as Moonram Tiruvandadi. His pasurams start with the words Tirukanden Ponmeni Kanden. From their childhood, the thinking of these Alwars was always on the Almighty Lord Vishnu, and they made up their mind that they should follow him and want to spread his fame to the world. Poigai Alwar established the jnana, that is the knowledge, of the Lord Narayana. Bhudat Alwar explained how this jnana blossoms into bhakti, that means devotion, and Poigai Alwar demonstrated how these lead to the ultimate Parama Bhakti, the very realization of the Supreme Lord. Thus, they represented the three stages of spiritual unfoldment. Their pasurams are of the Antati style, wherein the last word of the previous hymn is used as the first word in the next hymn. All the three were so much devoted to Vishnu that they had no other thoughts and lived as recluses in the forest. They were constantly meditating and moving from place to place like mendicants, offering obeisance at various temples of Lord Vishnu. They had not known each other nor had ever met with each other. Once these strangers chanced to meet at a place called Tirukkoyilur accidentally. Feeling sleepy at nightfall, Poigai Alwar first found a small pile at the entrance of a house, just enough for a single person to lie down and sleep. After a while, there came Bhudat Alwar, who requested permissions to stay with him. Poigai Alwar permitted him, saying that the pile was sufficient for two people to just sit down and spend the night. Shortly thereafter, Alwar came there seeking a place to rest. It had by then started to rain also. The three agreed to accommodate each other by standing, as the space was just enough for that only, and spend the night. As they started to share their experiences, all of a sudden they felt rather tight pressed. Though they were comfortably standing, they felt that an unknown person had entered the narrow passage and was crowding them. It was pitch dark. They had no way of producing light. At that time, Poigai Alwar got a novel idea. He considered the whole earth as a lamp, the waters of the ocean as oil, and the shining sun as the wick. With these, he lit a glorious lamp that would shine forever. That was his pasuram. Vaijam tagaliya varkadale neyyaga Vaijam tagaliya varkadale neyyaga Veya kadiron valakkahe Vaijam tagaliya varkadale neyyaga Veya kadiron valakkahe Seyya sudaradiyan nadikke suttinen Seyya sudar adiyanadikke suttinen solmalai idaraadi ningugave என்று Seyya sudaradiyanadikke suttinen solmalai idaraadi ningugave என்று The meaning of this pasuram is like this. Lord Narayana is the cause of this wonderful universe and the oceans. He holds the divine discus. To cross the miserable ocean of samsara, I am dedicating this garland of verses. I had seen his vision in the light of the lamp of earth, the lubricant ghee being the waters of the ocean. The bright sun is the one that sheds light on this. Bhudat Alwar lit another lamp using entirely homemade ingredients and lit a lamp out of his unfathomable love for Vishnu. Oil for his lamp was his uncontrollable urge to see the Lord, and the wick was his intellect. His pasurams came out. Anbe tagaliya arvame neyyaga Anbe tagaliya arvame neyyaga Inburugu sindaidu diriya Anbe tagaliya arvame neyyaga இன்புருகு சிந்தை இடுதிரிய நன்புருகி ஞானச்சுடர் விளக்கேற்றினேன் நாரணர்க்கு நன்புருகி ஞானச்சுடர் விளக்கேற்றினேன் நாரணர்க்கு ஞானத்தமிழ் புரிந்தனன் நன்புருகி ஞானச்சுடர் விளக்கேற்றினேன் நாரணர்க்கு ஞானத்தமிழ் புரிந்தனன் நன்புருகி ஞானச்சுடர் விளக்கேற்றினேன் நாரணர்க்கு ஞானத்தமிழ் புரிந்தனன். The meaning of this pasuram is like this. I wrote this song that bestows wisdom, with love as the lamp, endearing involvement as the lubricant ghee, and knowledge as the wick of the burning torch. I dedicate myself to the service of the Lord. Such was the extraordinary illumination provided by these two that Poigai could see clearly the fourth person who had been squeezing them tight. First and foremost, Poigai saw the glorious form of Mahalakshmi adorning the broad chest of the intruder. He sang Tirukande, and his pasurams also came out. திருக்கண்டேன் பொன்மேனி கண்டேன் திருக்கண்டேன் பொன்மேனி கண்டேன் திகழும் அருக்கன் அணிநிறமும் கண்டேன் திருக்கண்டேன் பொன்மேனி கண்டேன் திகழும் அருக்கன் அணிநிறமும் கண்டேன் செருக்கிளரும் பொன்னாழி கண்டேன் புரிசங்கம் கண்டேன் செருக்கிளரும் பொன்னாடி கண்டேன் புரிசங்கம் கண்டேன் என் ஆழிவண்ணன் பால் இன்று செருக்கிளரும் பொன்னாடி கண்டேன் புரிசங்கம் கண்டேன் என் ஆழிவண்ணன் பால் இன்று செருக்கிளரும் பொன்னாடி கண்டேன் புரிசங்கம் கண்டேன் என்னாடி வண்ணன் பால் என்று. The meaning of this pasuram is like this. I found the glorious golden vision of the Lord. I saw his brilliant form. I saw the divine mother. The entire universe was the very body of Lord Narayana. He was radiating like the sun. I saw his sparkling discus. I saw his curved conch. Then the three Alwars found out in their divine vision that the fourth person was none other than Lord Vishnu, who had brought them together, and felt extremely happy. All these three Alwars, inspired by the grand spectacle of Lord Vishnu's glorious form in their midst, poured out their devotion in 100 beautiful verses each, brimming over with devotion. These pasurams served as forerunners of the 4,000 beautiful hymns of the Naalaayira Divya Prabhandam.